Good morning. As I told you last week, I'm not going to be with you today, Monday, nor will I be with you tomorrow on Tuesday. However, I have left your assignment with a substitute. But basically, what I want you to do is go into the Business English Google Classroom, go to the classwork tab. Always go to the classwork. Don't ever work in the stream. Things just get all jumbled and lost in here. So always go to the classwork tab. And in the lottery topic, you're going to come down to the lottery refrigerator. Now, when I click on that, it expands out to be the lottery refrigerator magnet storytelling. So remember when you were little kids and you had maybe the alphabet that were magnets that you could stick on the refrigerator and make like spell out your name or make a little story or something like that? That's what you're going to be doing today. So it says here, find the following below: the lottery refrigerator magnet storytelling template and the lottery refrigerator magnet storytelling word bank. Now you probably aren't going to need to use the word bank because I've rearranged things in the template so that you can see them a little bit more easily than you could when I first made this. Once you've completed your refrigerator magnet storytelling artifact, you're going to print it out in color and then hand the color printout into the sub. So what the heck are we talking about? We watched all of last week, we watched the movie The Lottery. And what I want you to do is write up a synopsis of what the movie was about. To do that, I'm going to click on the template. And you should be making a copy of this. So let me go in and make a copy of this. All right, so the orange and black area here, this is where you're going to be writing your story. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to type in your name. So in the text box, you're going to simply type in your first and last name. All around the outside of the storytelling spot are these little word tiles. So think of them as magnets. So you're going to utilize these magnets to write up your synopsis. So I might start out with, let's see, and I'm not going to get real caught up on capitals and non-capitals and so forth. So I might start out with the creepy vampire mummy, but I'm going to leave a space because I want to put in a new tile here that I'm going to make because I wanted to say the creepy vampire and mummy. I'll just say walked. And I want to put another one in here that says town. But I want to change walking to walked. So over on the right hand side are some tiles. So here's an ES. So I'm just going to cover up the ING with the ES. Now notice that it went to the back. So I can right click on this and I can send this backward, or I can click on this one and I can again right click and I can bring it to the front. So now it's in the front. And if I slide it over, so it just says walked. So the creepy vampire and mummy walked. I'll just say to town. Now I, again, don't have town and I don't have the word and. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two tiles. So I can do a shape and I'm going to click in here and I'm going to write the word and. I want to make sure my background is white. Now notice that it's just a plain old boring and. So there are a couple of different fonts that you can use that are kind of creepy-ish looking. So let me give you what those are real quick. So the creepy ones are Nocifer and Frederica the Great. So I'm going to put stars after these two because they're really the best kind of creepy looking ones in my opinion. Let me show you what Nocifer looks like. So Nocifer looks like this, and you can color it if you want. Looks kind of creepy. Okay, so Henny Penny and Fondiner Swanky are not in here. I'll show you how to get them in there. Creepster, though, looks like that, and Frederica the Great are not in here. But we can add them in easily. So let me make these just a little bit bigger so that you can see what they look like. So these are my favorite fonts. I'm going to add in Henny Penny. So you're going to go up to font and say more fonts. And I'm going to type in, there's Henny Penny. I'm going to click on it. And you see it adds it over here. I also want to add in Fondiner Swanky. And I also want to add in Frederica the Great. So now let me add, let's see, Henny Penny. And they go in alphabetically. Von Dinner Swanky. And then Frederica the Great. So that's what they look like. So I can change my and to any one of these. And maybe I'll do the Nosifer. Notice it doesn't quite fit, so I just need to make this a little bit bigger. And you can use any colors that you want. It's up to you. What I would suggest is notice that this has a black outline. I'm going to take off. So I have to select the box, notice my cursor is not in here. I'm going to click on the blue outline and I'm going to make this transparent, and then I can click and drag it to where I want it or use my arrow keys. If I hold down the shift key and use the arrow keys, everything will move in tiny little blocks. So the vampire and the mummy walked 2. I need one more block, so I'm going to again add a shape. I'm going to say town, and I'll add a period. So again, I'm going to select the block, make the background white. I'm going to make the outline transparent. I'm going to bring this in a little bit on the actual words, and this time maybe I'll do Henny Penny. And again, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, so actually, a little bit bigger again. And then using my arrows, I'm going to move it around. I'm going to erase the fonts from here. I would like a 5 to 10 sentence synopsis of the story, The Lottery. And again, you're going to print this out in color and hand in your color printout to the substitute. You need to hand in your color printout by the end of the day today. You're going to have another assignment to do tomorrow, again, based on the movie The Lottery. Have a good day. If you have any questions, drop me an email. See you on Wednesday.